Hey, I'm Ji'Brayah and I'm the owner of Branding with Brayah, and today I'm here with beautiful brown business girls to tell you all about my business.
Brayah, tell me about yourself.
What do you want to know?
Yeah, we want to know everything. Of course.
So let me give you a little snippet. Well, so I am Brayah, but my real name is really Ji'Brayah. I'll be graduating from the University of West Georgia in about a week or so with a degree in marketing, which leads me to my business, Branding with Brayah. So basically what I do is business consultations and business development. I do digital flyers, business cards, website design, and so on. I also do email marketing campaigns.
Okay.
And I hope people bring their ideas and their business together into one.
So what made you want to become the digital marketer, or, you know, start your brand, Branding with Brayah?
See, I've always liked to tell people what to do.
Okay.
And I've always had a business mindset. So I decided to put those two things together. I see a lot of places where people were lacking in the development of their businesses and how they weren't having proper promotions, and I decided that instead of giving my services away just to friends and family, I could expand it and give it to everyone who needed it.
So what were some things that you were hesitant about as far as, you know, being in business? Was there anything that you were nervous about, or, you know, anything like that?
When I first decided to start, which was about a year ago, I kind of just jumped fully in because I was so interested in it and I had some type of experience, and then, you know, going to school for it. But as the time goes on, it does become more challenging because you see where you can improve and you're trying to find ways to learn more. And it is expensive. It's an expensive journey. You go through a lot of trials and tribulations. You deal with a lot of customers, the good and the bad, and you just have to always re-strategize because you're not only working with your own brand, you're working with other brands as well.
Gotcha. So you talk about strategy. So what is your approach like when it comes to like booking clients? Do you use a scheduling system, or what does that process look like?
So I love to do initial phone consultation just to see where people are currently at in their business and where they want to go, and I help glue those two pieces together. So my form is to do an email. Just email me, let me know what you're looking for. We schedule a phone consultation, and then I send you a series of emails that include templates to tell me what you're looking for in your business, what are some of your brand ideas and your brand content, and then I build upon that.
So what does a week with Branding with Brayah look like for you?
Well, a week for me is really Sunday to Sunday. I don't have real business hours. It's always ongoing. But I usually get between 2 or 3 inquiries, and I usually do a consultation with them to see if my services match the needs of their business. And then from there we do, I have them fill out a template, a Branding with Brayah template, to let me know what their business consists of and their information and the things they would like to be branded or rebranded.
So Brayah, what does it mean to you to be a beautiful brown business girl?
What it means to me is to always follow your passions and let that lead you into your success, and letting your beauty not only shine on the outside but also internally too.
Gotcha. Perfect answer. So what are some things that you do differently that, you know, many other digital marketers you see, you know, not do?
I think something that I do different than other digital marketing consults is I'm way more personal. So I like to get to know the person before I even start on the project, to see what they see. What do they see in their brand and where they see it going, and I want their personality to speak within their brand without them having to say a word. So for me, getting to know the person is really important, and knowing them on a personal level and getting to be not really their friend, but to get to know them on a friend level so that they're comfortable with me.
Gotcha. So, you know, you get to know your clients personally. Does that ever backfire for you? Like maybe it's now they've gotten too comfortable in a sense, you know?
I have had instances where clients get really personal and they get really comfortable with me, and it can sometimes make a project lengthier than what it needs to be, because that professionalism sometimes decreases and they may feel as though, okay, they can say anything to me at any time of night, or they will contact me at 10, 11 o'clock at night asking questions, which is not appropriate, of course. But when you are being friendly with somebody, they don't really know the line between business hours and, you know, personal hours.
So how do you bring that back in? Like, how do you say, okay, this is a business, you know what I mean? How do you do that?
So I won't lie, I do have a difficulty with saying no. So I would, you know, continue
Engage,
those conversations,
okay.
engage. But going forward, some things that I am going to implement in my contracts is letting it know that, you know, what my business hours and my business days are. Because as a business person, you do have to give yourself a break so you can mentally reload and give them everything that you can.
So Ji'Brayah, who's somebody who's been really influential in your life, especially, you know, in the branding aspect?
I think someone who's made a definite impact on my business and my personal life is my mentor, Alicia Cash. I've known her since I've been in high school, and it's a funny story how I met her. I was hanging out with this girl, and my teacher told me that maybe I should find a new group of friends. So she brought me to the front office and asked Miss Cash if I could join her organization, which was the Miller Grove High School Bells. So we did like community service and like leadership initiatives and hosted assemblies. So from those leadership aspects that I learned in high school, it kind of carried on with me throughout pretty much the rest of my life. And those something that I really give her credit for is for bringing out the leader in me. I've also always been a very bossy person, but she helped me turn that bossiness into something
Productive,
yes.
Gotcha.
And helping me align, you know, my skills with what, you know, my career path would be. So for me, my relationship with Ms. Cash has definitely helped me with building my business. She's even put me on her HR management company as a social media strategist and things like that. So that helps me build my business. And then also my grandmother, she's very, very, very business savvy, and she has a great business mindset, and that's always stuck with me since I was a child. So that's kind of helped me and guided me in my entrepreneur endeavors.
Did you always know that you would be a digital marketer, or, you know, have the business branded with Ji'Brayah?
Yeah, so when I was about 4 or 5 years old, my grandmother got me this game, and it was called Orly. And it was about a Jamaican girl, and she used to go around Jamaica drawing things and creating stuff with her paint and brush. And I played that game for hours at a time. Mind you, I was like 4 or 5. So I did from like 4 to 6. And then from there, I moved on to Sims. And I realized that the computer was my life.
So it kind of just like translated into, you know, making it a business and, you know, creating content for people rather than, you know, interacting with other people's content.
Correct.
Gotcha. Sounds good.